You know, I went to the gym the other day and a guy said that I was in his dream and I was like, here we go. Like, just assuming it was sexual or something.
Yeah.
No, he was like, yeah, I murdered you. I was like, oh, okay,
Oh, God.
cool.
What did you say?
I was just like, oh, lovely.
I mean, he's obviously trying to flirt. But
it failed
it's
miserably.
massively misshot there.
He's a psychopath.
He would have been less creepy to go, yeah, we fucked. We were fucking all night in the dream.
Gift of the gab.
Hello and welcome to Gift of the Gab with Gab. I am your host, Gabriella Leonardi, and today we are with a very, very, very cool guest. They are one of the circuit's most exciting comedians. They're also a writer and an actor. He co-created and co-wrote the ITV2 sitcom Buffering with Ian Sterling, and as well as being a writer on many, many, many projects, which we'll come to as well in a moment. He is just an all-round amazing, very funny, very lovely guy. It's Steve Bugeja!
Oh,
Did I
thank you so
pronounce
much.
it right?
You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. We only rehearsed it 5 seconds ago, and you really got it right.
Amazing. Thanks
I've
so
had
much.
like Bugeja is the normal one,
Okay.
or Bugeja.
But yeah, okay, because of the spelling.
Budgerigar once.
Oh.
Which, like, there's a lot of letters
Why
there that
not?
aren't in it. You know what I mean? Like,
There
that's
you
a
go.
mad pronunciation.
You can just change your name every day.
Yeah, I
depending
should
on
have got
what
stage
you feel
name.
like.
I should have got. I think I should have gone Steve Booge like early on.
Steve Booge.
You know, B-U-G-E. Like, I think everyone calls me Booge.
Okay.
And like then I could have like had a nickname of like the Mighty Booge. That was
Yeah.
the idea I had for ages, but I never changed it, and now it's too late. I'm world famous now. So.
Well, welcome to Gift of the Gab with Gab.
Thank
I'm
you for having
so
me,
glad
Gab.
that you're here. I start the show with the same introductory question for every guest.
Okay.
So, Steve, based on your personality, if you were a kitchen utensil, what would you be and why?
You ask this every time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is your number one question.
This is my number one.
This is the big one. Okay.
Oh, no, this is the. This
No.
is
Okay. Okay. Let's think. About, I
intro.
like this question because. Okay. Let me think. My personality. What kitchen utensil? I feel like I'm underestimated. Like I feel like I'm quite shy really. Like in a group,
Yeah.
I'm quite quiet. But then I will occasionally say something of worth. You know, either funny or like just insightful.
Okay.
But like it is rare. Like it's like not.
Oh.
It's enough to like be like, oh, he was worth inviting. But,
Yeah.
but not enough to be like, oh, Steve was on good form tonight. Like it's like in between those two. So what would that be? Utensil wise, it's something that you don't use that often, but when you do use it, you really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like a what? Can opener. Oh, have you ever had one of those? You know, those avocado things.
Yeah, the avocado
You know, it takes out the
slice
pip,
of it. Yeah.
and then it used the top to
And
do
that's
that.
unique, you know.
It's
matches
unique,
you.
but you really don't use it very often. So I think that's where I come in. You know, like I'm quite. I wouldn't say niche, but like when
Yeah.
you use me, you're really grateful. Like
Okay.
it's really handy. But ultimately, most of the time, I'm just sat in the drawer doing nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that?
If you're a
Is
colour.
that too self-deprecating?
No, that is good. And if you're a colour, what colour would you be?
Well, my favourite colour in the world is orange. So I would like to be orange
Okay.
because I've just always loved it. I think when I was in nursery, my teacher had an orange mini, and I just thought it was
Yeah.
the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So then that was my favourite colour. But I don't think I'm giving orange. Like I don't think that is my
Okay.
vibe. I think I'm probably more like a deep green or something.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
like a
I can
forest
see deep
green. You know.
But I also feel like you could be an orange.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like maybe it depends on who you're with.
Like a dark orange.
And like how
Not-
long you've known the person.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but then on your comedy, I think when you're on stage, you are an orange.
On stage, yeah, but on stage and off stage me is very different. Although I guess
Yeah.
this is on stage. I'm on stage right now, I guess.
Yeah.
This is
But
the,
I'd
this is the
say
best version of me.
when-
Wow, what a depressing thought. I recently had
appreciate
my colour palette done.
Oh.
You know, where you get your skin
Yeah.
tones and all that stuff done. I'm a deep autumn.
Oh.
Yeah, which is good news because orange is a big part of that. Orange, like sort of deep oranges and deep
deep
greens.
autumn.
Yeah, they're my colours.
Maybe I should do my colour palette.
Have you not done your colour palette?
No.
I thought that would be like one of the
They'll
first
just
things
feel
you
like
did.
you're a pasty bitch.
No, that's not one of
That's my colour
that's not one of the categories.
Deep autumn and a pasty bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, black. Yeah, that's probably in your colour palette, I imagine.
Okay, and finally, if you're a mode of transport
Oh my god,
based on your personality.
I love transport. I think the overground train.
Oh.
Two reasons: orange, branding, and it's not part of the main group.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not like one of the tube lines that they're all friends, I imagine. Like
Yeah.
Victoria, district. They're all hanging out all the time. Overground, she's a bit more on her own, doing her
Okay.
thing, but occasionally gets invited to the party
I love
and
it.
is quite useful.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think I'd say I'm overground. Like people, I'm air conditioned.
Yeah.
And I'm spacious. I am spacious.
You've heard it here first.
I'm air conditioned and I'm spacious. Yeah.
Great, amazing. Well, I have some games for you to start off.
Wow.
But first, I'm going to give you a Gabta and a come ride with me token. So when we get into the proper
What's a
talk
Gabta?
show, the Gabta is my take on a BAFTA and
I see.
manifesting. But no, that means that when I ask you a question, you can hand me that and you can ask me a question back.
Oh.
And then when we go to the fun fair later, when we ride the rides, I can ride one of the rides with you as well.
Are we going to a fun fair?
We are on the pink sofa.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because
fine.
you're an actor, a comedian, I thought we'd do a mashup of games rather than just play
Sure.
one game for the quick fire round game.
Yeah.
So the first game is called I Love Pizza.
Okay.
Do you like pizza?
Lactose intolerance is not a great. It's not a great
vegan
food for
pizza.
me. Vegan pizza, sure.
There you go. Okay.
Vegan cheese has come a long way actually
It
in
has.
the last few decades.
Getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have a conversation with each other.
No way.
But all we
Okay. Okay.
all we can say is I love pizza, but you have to say it in different ways. You
And we can only say I love pizza.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a conversation.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a conversation with each other.
How does this game end?
Exactly. So where it ends when I say it.
Okay,
No.
fine. Okay. All right, no, I'm on board. This is
Okay,
fun.
right, ready? I love pizza.
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 What are we doing? I love pizza.
I love pizza.
I just love pizza.
I love pizza.
That was good. That one, sorry to come out of the game, but that one felt like that meant something. Do I give you a BAFTA for that one?
Pizza's the only thing that I love. No, I'm kidding.
That was really.
Okay,
that
well
felt
done.
that felt like.
It's such a random game. I've never played it before.
It's a good game.
But I just was like,
Is it always I love pizza? That can be
I
something
don't know.
else.
It can be anything. But I wanted to play it on Gift of the Gab, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to
Is that how
save
actors?
that for Steve.
Is that how actors train? Because I felt.
Yeah,
Because I've never done the acting training, and that felt. That pushed me.
Do you know what? I've never done it before.
That really
We didn't
pushed
do
me.
it at drama school.
Wow.
So there you go.
It's the sort of thing I imagine that people do at drama school.
Probably.
When I hear my drama school, I'm like that. Pretending to be a tree in the wind and
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like that. I imagine they do that for
There
a
you
day,
go.
the pizza game.
Gift of the gab, the gab, the gab.
So the next game is think on your feet or lose your seat. James prepared your ones, so I don't know what they say.
Okay.
But basically, this is quick fire round. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to ask me some questions, and you can't think about it. You've just got to answer it very randomly.
Okay.
So we can take turns. You ready?
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
you can ask me that question.
So I
we'll
start?
Just take, yeah, or do you want me to start?
No, I can go first.
Okay.
Why are you the way you are?
Because I was dropped on my head as a child.
That was prepped. You knew
No,
that.
it wasn't.
You've been asked that before.
Why? Why did you buy that unicycle?
Because it was on offer.
Oh,
Who invented spaghetti?
me.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
My past life.
Did you get royalties on it? Or was
Yeah.
it
Carried through.
okay, quite profitable?
What does your heart scream?
Please love me. Oh God.
love me.
Please, for God's sake. Please, someone love me. Stop leaving me on my own. Something like that. I don't know.
I love it.
But in Spanish.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish you never did?
People. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
It's supposed to be the first thing that comes to you.
I love pizza.
I love pizza. Why don't you like me?
Oh, sorry, I think we should we can't just move on.
Oh, okay.
I wish I'd never been born.
All right, do you want me to
Next
ask me
question.
again? You can ask me again if you like, and I'll say a
Don't wish you'd never been
less
born.
gothic
Like,
one. No, of course. I'm so glad I was born.
Yeah.
Go on. What was the question?
what's one thing you wish you never did?
I wish I never did the marathon.
Okay.
Never done the marathon in my life.
So you're glad that's worked out. Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you like me?
Greenwich is really far away, and it's like further than I thought it was going to be, actually, to get here. Like, it was a longer journey, and I resent that.
Okay.
It's true, love. How did you become so rich?
Just from being a gothic gal. OnlyFans, not kidding.
Wow.
I don't know.
I've just joined OnlyFans.
I don't have OnlyFans.
I've just joined OnlyFans for
Really?
comedy reasons. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they're recruiting comedians, and I'm one of them.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we need to talk about that later because I need to know more information
I'm on it.
about this.
I don't have to get naked or anything, or do
There you
anything.
go, you
Nothing
just have to
sexy,
tell a
just
joke.
pure jokes. If someone offers money, then I'll consider it. But it's largely just for comedy. Right, sorry. It's your turn.
Who was that squirrel?
He's my friend. We've been friends since childhood.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. He killed my family, but we're good friends.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did your friend Maureen say about me?
Maureen! I don't know. That's the first thing.
Are you okay? Was that the dropped on the head thing again? Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This is why I have no friends. Carry on.
What did she fucking say about me though?
Do you miss
Who's
Mildred?
Maureen been running her mouth about me?
Yeah.
You've got to answer the question.
Yeah, what's she been what's she been saying about me?
Maureen said that you have been spying on me and other people for comedy content.
It's true. Fair enough. Fair enough, Maureen.
Do you miss Mildred?
I miss her mind,
Oh.
but not her body. That's the honest truth. Who do I remind you of?
You remind me of the world's best comedian.
Ah,
Who do I remind you of?
like the sort of like kooky character in every teen film.
Oh, fun.
You know, when we were younger.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the friend
weird
character who was actually the cool one,
Oh, yeah, but weird.
but wasn't the main character.
Yeah.
And was slightly weird. And
Side character
yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But not in a good way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Probably should have had a film about them, but,
Yeah, but they
ultimately
never
the
got
way
the opportunity.
the way it went about it, just they weren't the main character.
But, you know, there's
I'm
still
an extra
time.
in the film, to be clear. Like I'm not a speaking role. You know, like
Yeah, no, you are.
No, I'm
Your
like
main character vibe.
I'm like the nerd who like I don't know tries to get with the cheerleader at the
that
end.
has the inner monologue.
And she gives him like a kiss on the cheek as a little thing
Yeah,
at the end, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest day of my life."
I love it. There you go. Well done. That was fun.
Thank you so much. Fucking
Gonna play.
Maureen though.
Huh?
Maureen running her mouth.
Maureen, I know. Maureen, stop running your mouth.
Gift of the gab.
So now it's time for Nat and Natalie Gabba Gabba, my deep talk round.
Sure. Okay.
Okay?
Here we go.
So you're very successful. No, yeah, you're a powerhouse. I have some of your credits
Powerhouse.
here.
I like powerhouse.
Are these correct? Because if so, that's mad.
Well, if they're
So-
not correct, then
They are correct.
imagine they're not correct, and you just read out someone else's CV, and you're like, I'm just like, no, that's not me.
But
I never
wanna
wrote
check
for The
that you've
Simpsons.
actually done because this is mad. So obviously you're a stand-up comic, like you're a comedian.
Yeah.
You're a writer. So you've done Love Island USA and Love Island Games, right?
I write on it.
Yeah, you write on it.
I write the voiceover. Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
do.
When people say I've done it, it does make you sound like
no,
I've been
no,
on
you're
it.
not on Love Island.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't make it sound like I definitely couldn't be. Like
No, you could be.
I
but
could be. I'm not.
You don't need to be.
Chose not to be.
You're too cool to be on Love
Yeah,
Island.
yeah,
anyway.
I would.
And then you've been a writer on BBC's Race Against the Tide,
Yeah.
Comedy Central, Ian Sterling's Roast the Internet,
Yeah.
Ian Sterling's Celebability.
It's a lot of Ian Sterling
Yeah,
based
a lot of
shows.
you two are like, you must be good friends now.
We are good friends.
Surely.
Yeah. We've been friends. We were friends before the writing.
Yeah.
And then he became very successful, and I
Yeah.
helped him write things. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm very lucky. It's good.
You've also done, you're a member of the writing team for the Russell Howard Hour,
Yes.
and you contributed material to Mock the Week,
Yeah.
8 out of 10 Cats, Radio 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's writing. It's just
That's
writing.
mad.
It's fun.
Do you have a preference of like doing your own comedy, writing for other people? Or do you like having a mix of everything?
I actually really like it. I think when it started out, I didn't see myself like writing for other people. I saw it as
Yeah.
like a kind of, it was worse than doing my own stuff. Like it felt like I was giving them jokes that I could do. But now I feel like I love it. Like I just love, you get to be creative.
Yeah.
Like all I really ever want in life is to be creative every single day.
Yeah.
And I think writing for other people, like, is actually a really pure way of doing that. Like, stand-up's amazing, and you get like the instant reaction, and you can do your new jokes, and that does nothing will ever beat that buzz of like doing a new joke in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
But equally, like writing in a team, like stand-up is quite a solo, like lonely activity, and like touring is quite lonely. So actually, like working on TV shows with other people, because on Love Island we write the voiceover. There's me, Caroline, who's an American writer and comedian, and Ian, who obviously does the actual VO. And like the three of us just sit there and write jokes, and it's like really fun. Like we're just trying to make each other laugh, and that's just like what a fun way to spend
your time. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, so it's great. I do love it. Yeah, I wouldn't say I prefer either one. Like I need both. Financially, and also I genuinely like do enjoy. Like I like the variety. Is the honest truth.
Yeah.
Because I think when I used to just tour all the time, like constantly be on the road gigging, it was great, but you just get really tired.
Yeah.
And it is sometimes nice just to be in an office. And like recently, I wrote on a Comedy Central show, and I literally went to an office every day, wrote like 10 till 6, and then just went home, and then like watched TV.
That's so
with
cool.
my girlfriend, and I was like, I can get used to this life. You know, like the normal way people live.
Yeah.
But then after about a month, I was like, I'm bored of this now. I'm bored of coming home and watching TV. So then I go back to gigging, and then you get a bit of variety.
Do you enjoy being in a writer's room with people and bouncing off other people?
Yeah, it's the best bit.
Collaborating. And...
Yeah. I remember when I was when I was in the Russell Howard writer's room, I was quite young. And I was quite intimidated, to be honest, because I watched Russell Howard on TV when I was like a kid. And then suddenly he was like there in front of me in the desk, and like he was so talented. Like I would say a joke, and then he would get up and do the joke like instantly, like without any pressure, just do it in front of me. And I was like, wow, that's better than I could ever do that joke, even though I rehearsed it. And so I learned so much working with him and his other writers who have been doing it for like years. And I remember being quite intimidated. I remember being quite shy, to be honest. I was like, sometimes I would think of a joke and then I wouldn't say it because I was like, oh, what if they don't think it's very good? You know, and then you get in your head. But then as I've got older, I've learned how to be in a writer's room because I think there is a bit of competitiveness naturally, like not in a horrible way, but just like you're all trying to make each other laugh. And you've got to have the confidence to, A, fail, like say something that's not funny, because that's fine. Everyone says stuff that's not funny. And you've got to be able to say stuff. Because say you say something that isn't that great, and then someone else goes, "Oh, but you could do it like this," and then it is funny. That often happens, and then it makes it fun, makes it good. Whereas I think when I was starting out, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't say the thing.
Yeah.
And then I'd be quite quiet.
And how did you get into the writer's room?
With Russell Howard, I just went through like an audition process, and it was lots of
cool.
testing and writing, and that was good. And then with Ian's projects, it was just through being friends, really. And then, because we've written together, like we used to, when we were in our early 20s, we used to write stand-up together before he got Love Island. So we spent years writing together, like hours and hours and hours, just helping each other with the stand-up. So then when he got a show, it was like a natural thing to bring me on board and write.
And the show Buffering, how did that come about? Like
that was like a dream come true. All I ever wanted to do when I started out comedy was to write a sitcom.
Exactly,
and it's all I cared about. And when I first got a manager, I was like, I just want to write a sitcom. And they basically, Love Island was doing really well. His profile was going up, and they suggested pitching a sitcom, and he knew I wanted to write a sitcom, so we just started developing it together. Wow. But you never really think it's going to happen.
It's hard as well
so hard,
to get to the even optioned bit, and then to get
and it's so rare. And so few people get it. So like I really never thought we'd get it. And we were developing it and working really hard on it. And then one day I was in Edinburgh Fringe doing a show, and I just got the phone call, and they were like, "You've had a series commissioned for 6 episodes." And it didn't really sink in. I was just like, that's mad. Yeah. And then I started to go and do my Edinburgh show. And I think I had a bad show that night. Like I think it didn't go very well. And I remember coming down afterwards, my agent came over and gave me a big hug, like, well done. And I was just like, no, my show was rubbish tonight. And she was like, what you want? You just had a sitcom commission. You're never going to be happy. What's wrong with you? And I was like, yeah, but my show was rubbish. I didn't enjoy my show. But I think it's because like it's so big. I couldn't really compute it in the high pressure of Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah.
But it was like the happiest thing I've ever done. Like it was really hard work, but getting to work with Ian, my mate, and other writers like Sally O'Leary, Christine Robertson, like really, really talented writers, and just like coming up with ideas and just then having people make it. You know, like that was the coolest thing. Like we'd come up with ideas, and then someone's job was just to go and like make that happen.
I know,
like we'd like come up with ideas for props, and then a whole props team were like, right,
Yeah.
we've made this cushion that you has put in the script, and I'd see it, I'm like, that's mad, you have made that cushion.
Yeah.
I just wrote that one
And
day.
when you're a creative, like a solo creative, you're so used to having to do everything
Yeah.
yourself. So then when you go into a show where, you know,
All these
people
people
are actually
care.
going to make that cushion and you're not just talking about
Yeah.
the cushion and getting the audience to imagine it, but you've actually going to have it made.
It was
It's
amazing.
Like, wow,
and like
this is
every
crazy.
day getting to go to the studio and walk onto the set that they built,
Yeah.
like this huge house, you know, it was a set in a house.
Amazing.
And it was like, and that never got boring, you know, like it was so
Yeah.
cool, like walking around the set, seeing all the cameras and just seeing all these people who like were working really hard. It was a dream. It was literally a dream come true.
How long were you in the writer's room for that for?
So the
Like,
first
and
series
pre-production?
was very quick.
It was,
Probably too
okay.
quick. We got it commissioned in August. We filmed the first 2 episodes in maybe I think early October.
Oh,
So it
wow, that's so
It was
quick.
crazy quick. Like we had done work on it obviously previously,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
as long
it was
of
a bit rushed to be honest. But it was because they were trying to get it out for Love Island. That's next
course.
summer. But then COVID hit in February. So then we were going to do the next 4 episodes in like, I don't know, March or something. Because of scheduling, they had to split it. And COVID hit. So we had like we had a year break between the second episode and the third episode of the first series.
Okay.
So like, if you watch it carefully, you can basically see
Yeah,
everyone's
you
aged a year. And it's like COVID as well. So everyone just went through a
But it still
traumatic...
works. So,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
it was
that's
great.
great.
It worked, and but little things happened. Like the first 2 episodes we filmed in an actual house in Peckham, on location, and then because of COVID, we weren't allowed back in the house because of various restrictions.
Yeah.
So they had to rebuild the house in a studio in Pinewood, like from scratch, because we'd already used the house. So they had to match it perfectly.
interior
so this
and
poor like design team had to like basically perfectly rebuild a house.
Wow.
It was mad and so talented, these people.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
to see everything like come together. Like
When you realise how talented people
so
are.
many
Yeah.
people actually needed, and sometimes I feel like people sometimes forget, like when they watch a show or watch a film, like how many people it actually
taken
takes
to get that thing.
do the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and it always blew my
mad.
mind. Like, we would like we did a scene in a gym in Ealing, and they just like shut down the gym
Yeah.
for that day.
And you're
I
like,
was
wow,
like,
this
just
is
in a pure
great.
gym, like they just shut this down for us. And like people would turn up for their gym session. And I'm like, we can't go in, mate, because I'm following my dream. That's why you can't lift your dumbbells, okay?
Because I'm following my dream.
Yeah, but that was So the first series was like that. COVID kind of did put a bit of a dampener on it because we were wearing
Yeah.
masks and distanced, all that kind of stuff. It made it tricky. We had to rewrite a lot of scenes and any group scenes. They were like, could this be 1 person instead of 7? I'm like,
that's
not
hard,
ideal. But then the second series was a bit more relaxed. And we had maybe 7-8 months to write it.
Oh wow.
And then we just filmed it in 6-week block. It was a lot more traditional
Great.
in how we did it.
Gift of the gab, the gab, the gab.
We're going to become Silent Sue, which actually links to what you just said. The character that doesn't talk. Silent Sue is the lady that does all the maintenance for my fun fair,
Right.
the Gift of the Gab fun fair.
Yeah.
And she doesn't talk, but she just does a really slow turn and a nod to the camera. But you have to do it as slow as you can, and you
Right.
can't laugh whilst you do it.
Can I
Do you
just
want me
get
to go first? Or do
Can
you
I just get a bit more background on Sue?
want...
What is her like motivations? Like, what is her? Why is she not talking?
So the reason why she works at the fun fair is because she tries to embrace her inner child, because her whole life she had to be so serious. So she decided to just work at the fun fair, but she likes to be really useful in life.
Okay.
Because her family didn't like her.
Oh.
So now she's at the fun fair and she's like everyone's favourite person.
Right.
And she's fixing all the rides.
But actually, it's trying to deal with some pretty serious childhood trauma.
Yeah, exactly. But she goes on the rides for free. She travels with the fun fair.
Okay.
Sue's a boss.
Right.
I
okay.
love Sue.
But sorry,
But-
why doesn't she speak? What's the?
Oh, well,
That's the trauma.
to be found
That's
out.
the trauma still.
That's for series 2.
How old is Sue roughly?
Sue, she's however old you want her to be.
Okay.
How old is Sue?
I'm imagining old, like
75.
not that old. I'm thinking like 50s, mid 50s.
Mid-50s?
Yeah.
Sue's mid-50s.
But she's had a bit of work done, so she like
Has she?
looks a bit younger.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a bit of Botox.
Bit of
in it,
Botox.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, a bit of filler.
So she does this very slow turn and a nod, but you're not allowed to laugh. And you have to do it to the camera. Guys! Stop asking questions about Sue.
Well, I
Ask
just
her
think
yourself.
if you're going to bring characters into the podcast, there needs to be a real backstory to them. Otherwise,
Well, you might meet Sue one day. I might bring her on to the show.
well,
on.
with all due respect,
If
I
you
don't think it'd be a
think
great
you're
episode.
a Silent Sue, maybe you can apply to be Silent Sue and you can have a cameo on the show. And I'll make a short film about you.
Okay, right.
There you
So
go,
what do we do?
well
We
done.
turn.
So you do a slow turn
Yeah.
and a nod to the camera, but you can't laugh.
Camera. Fine.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it if you want.
All right, you go. Well done.
Yeah.
God, Silent Sue. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Sue was pretty angry though.
Yeah, she was pretty angry.
She's raging. Oh, wow, that was, I would say, flirtier than I did
Oh.
it. Like, Sue
So
was
Sue's
flirting with the
angry
camera.
and flirty.
She was.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and why comedy for you? Has it always been something that you
Make
were
that sound
drawn
like
to?
I shouldn't be doing it.
No, it's you're
Why,
amazing
Steve,
at
are
it.
you sure?
But I was wondering, you've done so much writing, and
Yeah.
I guess I was wondering, why is comedy that thing that you'll gravitate towards more so than, I don't know, horror, drama?
I love writing in general. Like, I love constructing
Yeah.
stories, and I
Yeah.
love, taking people on a journey. Like,
Yeah.
all my Edinburgh Fringe shows are kind of generally a story
Yeah.
with just jokes packed in. But I think comedy has like a unique way of connecting with people. Like, I think it's just so accessible. And by its very nature, you have to appeal to the masses because you're trying to make everyone laugh. So you have to, and I think that is a really hard thing to do. Like, I think it's really hard to make everyone laugh. Like, it's
so
like it's
hard.
quite easy to make a small group of people laugh because
Yeah.
it's like you can just do a niche thing. But when you're actually trying to make everyone laugh, like old, young, rich, poor, like I think that's really hard. And I find that quite exciting. I just find it exciting.
Yeah.
And also I quite like the maths of it. Like, I quite like the maths of a joke. Like,
Yeah, okay.
you know, like it's because it's just an equation. You
Yeah.
know, like the setup, the punchline. It's like appeals to my, I don't know, logical brain, I guess.
I really respect comedians because, I mean, as an actor, I'm obviously used to learning a script, or as a writer, I'm used to writing and
Yeah.
performing in front of loads of people. But honestly, I just sit here all the time and I love watching comedy. And I always think, and I always say to anyone I'm watching it with, that is so hard. Like, stand-up comedy, like, where you're on a stage, you're by yourself, you don't know who's in the audience,
Yeah.
you don't know how they're going to react. Like, you just don't know what show. I just really respect people that
Oh.
do it because it's scary.
It is scary. Yeah. It is scary, but I think that's what's addictive about it at the
Exactly,
start. Like, when you
okay.
start, I always think, and I think other comedians have said this before on, various podcasts, but like, generally, if you're a full-time comedian now, like, your first few gigs probably went all right.
Yeah.
Because you generally, if it didn't go well, you just stop. You know, because it's too scarring. It's too horrifying to go back up again. But what
Yeah.
happens is your first one goes well, or second one, and third one, and then you will inevitably have some bad gigs after that because it's really hard. But you're chasing the high that you got on that first gig because it's just like unrivaled. Like the
Yeah.
buzz I got off my first gig.
How old were you when you did your first ever stand-up comedy?
19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just felt like euphoric. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like a new me. Like, it felt
Wow.
like I'd become I felt like I'd
Yeah.
become a better version of myself, and it just gave me a
Yeah.
confidence that I'd never had before.
That's amazing.
So I think the whole time you're just chasing that feeling again.
Yeah.
But I think as you get a bit older, you kind of realise that you can't recreate that. It's a one-off. But yeah, it is hard, I guess. But you know, every job's hard, and like, it's not that hard.
Did
And
you
also,
always want to be a comedian? Like when you
No.
were a kid in school?
No,
or-
I'm not one of those. No, I
No.
didn't really. I wanted to be a politician.
Really?
Yeah, I used to write like manifestos and stuff.
Wow.
And tell my teachers the policies I was going to enact, and they would humour me and be like, "Okay, Steve, you're a very left-wing child."
Yeah.
But I always loved comedy. Like, I used to watch stand-up and just think it was the most magical ability. You know, I thought it was
Yeah.
incredible to one person could just be on stage and captivating that many people. So then when I had a chance to do a gig, I was like, I'll just give it a go.
Yeah.
Because I did it. I did my first gig on a summer camp. I was working on a summer camp in America.
Okay.
So I was like very detached from my real life. So I could like be a new version of me. So I just went,
Yeah.
it was a talent contest. So I just like, I'll do stand-up comedy.
Wow.
And then it went all right. And I I think it wasn't something I ever planned to do though. It wasn't like I wasn't at school. I wasn't really a funny one at school. Like I was I was like probably funnier than the average person maybe, but
Yeah.
I wasn't the class clown. I was the class.
Yeah.
I was the nerd. I was the teacher's pet.
We.
Yeah, like I wasn't trying to make the other students laugh. I was trying to make the teachers laugh.
Oh, I love
You
it.
know, that was my crowd.
Yeah.
In fact, when I did a gig at my hometown once, no friends came, but four of my old teachers turned up, which I think says everything you need to know about
Yeah,
my.
but that's amazing, isn't it? Like, it's so nice to look back and think, you know, you had like some teachers' support, and
Yeah.
I think it's so important.
I think it says a lot
Yeah.
about how much of a teacher's pet I was.
Yeah.
That 5 years on, they were still like, we remember him.
That's so great, though, and they saw something in you, though, as well.
I think maybe they just came along to check whether I was funny or not.
Really?
They were just like, Steve Bugeja, really?
Yeah.
They want to, like, in debating society. You sure
Yeah.
he's a comedian? Okay, all right, we'll check it.
Have you ever done a debating sketch?
No.
No.
I used to love debating, though. Debating was my,
Yeah.
that was my jam. You know at school where they're
Yeah.
like, this house believes there should be capital punishment. And I'll be like, fucking yeah, here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to argue for it. I loved it.
I have a question for you, a would you rather question that I'd love to know your answer
Sure.
to. So, would you rather have your entire life narrated by a random celebrity,
Yeah.
or would you rather have to narrate everything you do out loud as you do it? Because I know you write for a lot of like voiceover
Yeah.
jokes and stuff, so I was like,
So,
I
like,
wonder what you would rather.
When you said I'm narrating it,
Yeah,
is it even when no one's there?
yeah.
So I'm just like laying.
But also everything you do and everything you think.
Think.
Yeah, and it's the same with the first one. Your entire life and your entire thoughts are narrated
Thoughts.
by a celebrity.
Thoughts just change things. Because
Yeah. Would you rather have it narrated by a celebrity or yourself?
I mean, look, I'll be honest, neither is ideal.
Neither. I don't want any.
If my thoughts have to be aired in public,
You'd rather be the one.
might as well be a celebrity saying them. Because that way, at least, I think there's a bit of detachment from it.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's
Yeah.
deny it.
You could deny it.
I'll be like, she's lying. It's not true. I'll be like, Judi Dench's lying.
Is that who you picked?
That's
Judi
like-
Dench?
I'm
Imagine Judi
trying to
Dench
think
narrating
someone
that.
who would soften whatever the thoughts were.
Yeah.
You know, like make them sound less severe.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Interesting.
think Judi Dench would be a good person.
Yeah. You wouldn't get Ian to do it.
Absolutely
Nah.
not. No.
See ya.
Judi Dench, yeah, like a sort of motherly figure. I would get to do the voice because then, you know, some of the more sinister things maybe wouldn't be quite as embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like you should do a comedy sketch on that now and get
Maybe.
Judi Dench in it.
get Judi Dench to voice me.
And if you had a free pass
Sure.
to do one thing without suffering the consequences for it, what would you do?
See, if Judi Dench was here right now, saying my thoughts, that would be really bad. Just going through all the options. Right, no, can't say that. Can't say that. No, can't put that on film. You know, I've always thought, this is very narcissistic of me, but I've always wanted to sort of like know when I've been spoken about.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts, but you know, it's like
Yeah.
a superpower almost.
Yeah.
Like good and bad.
Okay.
Because I'm aware, you know, it's probably going to be 50-50 at
Yeah,
best.
this
it
is
might
it.
be. It might be 60-40 bad, good. I would
That's
just...
optimistic. That's great.
I would
See,
like-
that shows that you're a good person.
What I would like to see, right, is a map of the world, and then every time someone says my name,
Yeah.
or like thinks about me, or does something, it just like lights up, and then I can just like click on it, and I can
it
see
would-
what it is.
Wow, that would be so cool.
Yeah, that's
But
what
also,
I would like.
also probably
That's
pretty
mad though, isn't it? That's
shit
very
as well. Like, imagine just hearing all the insults. But I would love
All right,
that. Like,
we wouldn't do that, would
imagine.
we?
No, but I would get loads of insults. And I would just love it if, like, I could see that and then I'd go up to the person that's been chatting shit about me and I'll just pretend that
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be like, so how are you?
Yeah, we should catch up. We should hang out more. Yeah, I think it ultimately would be harrowing though. You
Yeah.
know, like I'd click on it and it would just be some
Yeah.
guy I worked with once going, that guy was a twat. He was
No,
an
but I
unfunny twat.
I feel like yours would be so positive though. Like, you're such a nice person.
Well, that's very kind.
I feel like everyone
I
loves
feel like
you.
the Greenwich area would be very popular, very positive. But there'll be other areas of London where I'll be like, there'll be girls saying awful things about me.
Really?
You didn't text me back in 2022.
Yeah. And what's your spirit animal?
What does that mean?
I know, exactly. What do you think it means?
You should know.
I think it means like your soul, like, and every bit of your essence.
Okay, yeah, my essence. Okay, okay.
I guess it's similar to the question of like if your personality was an animal. I guess it's similar. To
Yeah,
that.
or kitchen utensil. What's my spirit utensil?
What's your spirit?
Like a camel.
A camel.
Yeah, I like.
Wow.
I just think camels. You know, they've got a lot going on. They're busy, but I like they're prepped. You know, they've got the water in the back. Like, I think they look a bit different.
Yeah.
But they're kind of cute.
Yeah.
They spit, which I love. I love spitting. I don't know. I don't.
You love spitting jokes.
Yeah, spitting rhymes.
Spitting rhymes. So now it's time for Gob On then. So.
I don't even know what that is. Sounds like a camel activity.
Yeah, Gob On then. So pick a card, any card, and then pick whichever one. They're double-sided. Pick whichever one you're drawn to on the card.
That's fine.
And you have to answer it and not think too deeply about it.
Well, all of them?
Just one of them.
Oh, okay. I'll answer this one first. My favourite childhood game.
Oh.
On the PC, I used to play a lot of games that were like basically management games, like managing services and businesses. Okay. And now I look back, I basically just wanted a job. I like SimCity, you know, you build a city.
You're playing that again recently,
I'm playing
aren't
that
you?
recently. Or Theme Hospital, you build a hospital.
Yeah.
Rollercoaster Tycoon, building
I love that game.
theme park. There was a real Airport Inc. building an airport.
Yeah.
I didn't play any shooting games. I didn't play any like sports games. I just wanted to basically manage sort of mildly successful businesses and deal with the red tape that you know, just the admin, a lot of admin.
A lot of admin.
There was a lot of admin. And Mum would be like, come down for dinner. I'd be like, Mum, I've got to deal with the tax situation in my city. We are running a deficit and we need to deal with that. I loved it. I actually love SimCity.
Steve, you're funny.
I think about it all the time. I often think about the cities that I built.
Oh my God.
And I honestly think I got more satisfaction out of doing that than anything I've ever done.
Really?
Since. And I actually recently started playing SimCity again.
I saw that
as
on
I put on
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. Got an incredible response.
Yeah, I bet.
Because actually, clearly, there's a real alignment between my fan base and people who play SimCity, which I think says everything you need to know.
So now it's time for Storytime Roulette.
Sure.
So for you, I've picked worst dating story.
Oh, yeah.
Or one of.
Yeah, there's a few. Worst dating story. Yeah, no, there are a fair amount. I had a bad decade of dates, I would say. Like, I was just very, I wouldn't even say unlucky. I was just badly prepped.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't ready, really, for the dating scene in my early 20s, I would say. So, the worst one. Okay, this is the worst one, I think. Double date with my friend James, who I actually saw the other day, and he reminded me of this. He'd arranged it with a girl. I can't remember how he met her, but it was maybe online or something. Mm-hmm. I think it was pre-apps, and she was going to bring a friend. I lived in Manchester at the time. He was visiting. He was in the army, and he was staying at mine. And he was like, right, I've arranged a double date for us. And I was like, this is cool. This is great. She's bringing a friend. He was like, she's really excited to meet you. I was like, perfect. So went on the date. It was pre-arranged. They were coming to Manchester from like just outside Manchester, and the trains ended early. So it was pre-arranged. They were going to stay at my flat, like on the sofa or whatever, in a spare bed, right? So it was like the whole night was sort of together, basically. So we went out, met them, went for a drink, and I met my girl, forget her name, but she was from Estonia. I know that.
Got it.
And we got on great. It was going really well.
Oh,
I was
great.
like, okay, this is... And he was getting off with his girl. Everyone was having a lovely evening, chatting away. And I was like quite shy at the time, but I was actually feeling like, I was like, oh, maybe Estonia is the language, is the country where I translate. Like maybe this is the, you know, these are the
girls.
Eastern Europeans are the ones that really connect with me, with my sort of avant-garde style. And then got to a nightclub, went to a nightclub, and it really starts to go downhill quick. We're in the nightclub. Difficult to talk in a nightclub, you know? Like I couldn't really communicate my
Yeah.
personality. I went for a kiss, maybe prematurely in hindsight. And what I remember doing is saying to her, "Can I kiss you now?" Because consent is important. And she said, "No, we're not drunk enough yet," which I thought was flirty, right? So I'm like 21 in this story. So this is yesterday. I go to the bar to get more alcohol, thinking, oh, she just wants another drink, flirting. What a fun game we're playing. And I queue up for the drink, come back. She's on the dance floor kissing another guy. So she was drunk enough to have a kiss, just not with me. And I'm watching the kiss. I was like, oh, I think this date's going badly. You know. Like I think this is a bad date now, and so obviously I was gutted. I was like, that's really embarrassing that I'm on a date and she's ended up getting with someone else. But hey, we move on. So I walked home, left James and his girlfriend were still getting on. Walked home. I think I cried a bit, but that's not important. I got home, right, and then James rings me, and he's like, we're heading back to the flat. Your girl wonders, well, the friend wonders
if she can...
whether she could bring the guy back with her. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, she wants a threesome. This is the hottest thing I've ever had. And then he's like, no, just to clarify, you're not invited. No, I didn't think that. I was so upset. I was just like, oh my God, what vibe am I giving? I'm just giving such cuck energy. Anyway, I finally sort of grew some backbone and said, no, obviously, no, you can't. You can obviously come stay because you're going to sleep, but you can't bring a guy back. You can't bring a different guy, a random man into my flat. So she came back and she slept in my bed and I slept on the sofa. And I never saw her again.
And she regrets that now.
I don't think she does.
I think she does.
I think that's a bad date.
She regrets it now.
That's a really bad date.
That is a bad date.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was heartbreaking.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was quite sad.
You didn't deserve that.
I don't know. I mean, it's
No,
her
you
choice,
did not
isn't it?
deserve that.
I mean, I think I could forgive the kissing another guy bit. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, but then asking if she can...
Inviting him back was
No.
Was testing it, really.
No,
I thought that was
it.
cheeky, I would say.
That was rude. It was not cheeky.
Also,
it was
why
rude.
has this guy not got a house?
Is that...
Where does he live?
Who is this guy?
So maybe Estonians weren't Anyway, that's why I voted Brexit, basically.
Yeah.
That's the long story short, that's why I voted Brexit.
Oh my God. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to the fun fair now.
Oh, great.
We're going to the fun fair.
Yeah.
First up is hook and pluck.
Hook and pluck.
It's like hook and duck, but you hook and pluck.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3. This has to be a quick fire answer. Can't think about it too much.
Okay.
Why do you think we dream?
To get the stuff out of our heads. To to declutter our brains.
Declutter our brains. That's a good quick fire answer.
It's just an honest answer.
It
wasn't
is
funny.
Yeah, it wasn't so nice.
Today, I went to my coffee shop on the way here, actually. I go in there quite a lot, so the baristas know me, we're friends.
Yeah.
And the barista just went, I dreamt about you last night.
No way.
And I was like, oh my God, that is so cool.
Thank you.
And
I love it when people say they've dreamt about me.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
And he said what he did, we were sat in a hairdresser's getting our beard shaved.
Yeah.
And I challenged us to do it in 90 seconds. And I shaved it in 45 seconds and he couldn't do it.
That was his dream.
That was his dream about me.
That is nice.
I know.
That's a fun random dream.
I think I come out quite alpha there.
Yeah.
Like it's rare that I'm the alpha in a story, but in that one I am.
You know, I went to the gym the other day and a guy said that I was in his dream and I was like, here we go. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I had a dream about you. And I was like, cool. Like just assuming that it was sexual or something.
Yeah.
No, he was like, yeah, I murdered you. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Cool. Nice. You're having people dream about beard shaving. People dream about murder.
Did you did you know this guy well?
Not very well, no.
That's weird.
He spoke like 3 times. Hi.
Oh my God.
And then he was like, yeah, I had a dream about you. I was like, cool. I was like, was I famous in your dream? No, I murdered you. Cool.
What did you say?
I was just like, oh, lovely. Then walked off. Went to do my hamstring.
And then got his number, we're dating.
Now we're married. How weird is that? You can't come up to a stranger and be
really
like,
odd.
I had a dream about you. I murdered you.
I mean, he's obviously trying to flirt. But
it failed
it's
miserably.
massively misshot there.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah, he'd have been less creepy to go, yeah, we fucked. We were fucking all night in the dream.
No, I murdered you. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
really bad.
that's why we dream. So the first ride we're going on is the roller coaster.
Sure.
Sure. So, again, you're going to be like, really? Another one of these questions?
Roller coaster
But I'm
tycoon.
just so intrigued.
What kind of roller coaster is
Yeah,
it?
it really is. If you were a roller coaster,
Yeah.
obviously what colour would it be? But most importantly, would it be like a loop-de-loop one? Would
Yeah.
it be like stealth, like the big high ones with the extreme drop?
Yeah.
Would it have a theme? What would it be called?
Okay, 2 thoughts on this. I once went on a roller coaster in Melbourne. I think it's like one of the oldest roller coasters in the world or something like that. And it's made out of wood,
Yeah.
right? And first it was great. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool. Like it's an old road, and it's all rickety. But then it started raining while we're on the roller coaster.
Okay.
And they had to stop the roller coaster because they were just like, it doesn't work in the rain.
Oh.
And I was like, if it doesn't work in the rain, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
It's not, doesn't, you can't explain it doesn't work in the rain. We have to, no, get a new roller coaster. It has to work in the rain. Like, that's absolutely mad. Like, and they didn't get us off the roller, we were just on it. We were just sat on it while it was
Yeah.
raining. I was like, I now know, not only we stuck here, we also know it doesn't function in this state. So that's,
There you go.
yeah, so it wouldn't be that one.
Oh, you wouldn't be that one. I was going to
just
say,
popped-
I'm a roller coaster
that memory just popped in my
doesn't
head.
work.
Yeah, no, I would work. I like the one at Alton Towers where you're flying,
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah.
you know the one where it like tips you like that.
Yeah.
I think I'd be that one
So you'd be one of those.
because it's like it simulates flying.
What colour would your roller coaster be? Orange.
Orange and blue.
Orange and blue.
The colour of my bedroom, my childhood bedroom.
Oh, okay. And what would your roller coaster be called? Your roller coaster of life. This is
Life is a roller coaster.
life.
You've just got to ride it.
You just got to ride it. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's the whole, and it's just Ronan Keating playing on repeat.
I love that song.
Yeah, great song.
Life is a
His
roller-
autobiography was the first book I ever read.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good fact, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
I really want to
I just
dissect
I just really
why, but
connected
that's
with
for
him.
another
I
time.
wasn't even a Boyzone fan.
Really?
I just really connected with the book.
Yeah.
Sorry?
How old are you?
Oh, good question. Like 10 maybe?
Yeah.
9? So it was like pre-Harry Potter. I read Ronan Keating's autobiography. My friends were like, have you heard about this wizard book? I'm like, okay.
No, wait,
Have you heard about this little
Yeah.
Irish lad who made it big?
Yeah.
Yeah, great book. Real journey that he went on
Okay.
to get to the
Love
top.
it. There you go. So now we're going to go on the waltzers.
Okay.
Now, sometimes on the waltzers, the operator,
Is that the cups one?
yeah, where it goes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
It's not the teacups.
Not the teacups.
But it's the waltzers where it goes
Yeah,
like
I know
round
it.
and round.
I know the ones.
Yeah, so sometimes the operator gives your cart an extra spin.
Yeah.
So was there a time in your life where someone pushed you out of your comfort zone and it changed everything for you?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Yeah. Okay, the first thing that comes to my mind is I had just gone for a breakup. I was a bit sad and I was invited to a party. Now, I'm not a big, I go to parties, but I get a bit socially nervous, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anyone at the party other than the host.
Yeah.
Right. And I was so nervous about it. I was just like, I can't go to this. It was like a day party as well. So it wasn't like you
Yeah.
could turn up drunk or anything. I was like, it's like 12 midday. I was like, I've just got to go to this party on my own. And I'd just
Yeah.
been broken up with. And I was just like, oh my God, if I had a girlfriend, it'd be so much better. And I remember I texted her going, I don't think I can, I feel a bit, on my own. And she just went, just come, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I went and I just made loads of friends.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, I really look back on that moment. I was like, oh yeah, I can do anything. I just
That's
felt,
great.
And I know it doesn't sound very scary, but I felt really
No.
invincible after that day because I just chatted to loads of people and everyone was really nice, obviously, because
Yeah.
obviously they are. And I often think back to that moment whenever I'm scared. I just go, oh, it was fine. That was actually ended up
Yeah.
being a really good day. And
Yeah,
then-
so then in your life when you're like nervous about
Now I'm
something,
way
you're
less
like,
nervous.
well, I did that and
Yeah,
this
genuinely,
is what
and I,
happened,
like-
so I can do anything.
And I'd say actually that was one of my best performances at a party.
Yeah.
Like, I actually chronically underperform at parties, but that one, I excelled. And I don't know, maybe it's my friends who are holding me back. Maybe.
Steve, you have a great skill at just turning everything really funny.
No, it's deep insecurity. It's childhood trauma, but let's not get
That's
into it.
great though that you can now use that though
Yeah.
to like propel you in things that you're scared about. You're
Yeah,
like,
and I
well,
think
went
I
to that
do go
party
in
and-
social situations now less nervous.
Yeah, that's great.
And But yeah, that particular party, I was one of the last to leave.
Yeah.
She's never invited me to a party again, actually, but that's not, I don't think that's important.
I was never invited again. And now I've never played this ride with anyone. This is a new addition to the game. We've recorded quite a lot of episodes, but this is new.
Okay.
I created this for you, Steve, but I will be using it for other people. The Helter Skelter. You know those
which was
slides?
Oh,
that
yeah,
big
yeah.
slide
On
that
the
goes.
mat. You go down
it's
the mat.
called, but it's called the Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 questions for
Okay.
you. And don't forget, you can ask me to answer one of these questions if you
Yeah.
want. So the Helter Skelter, you're at the top. They're usually very high.
Yeah.
And you're looking down. Was there a moment in your life where you had to decide go for it or back away?
Ooh.
Can't be the party one.
I think, I didn't know it was one particular moment, but when I left university, and my mum was obviously understandably like, get a job. Because, you need to buy things.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to be a comedian, mum. And she was like, that is ridiculous, Steve. You've shown no aptitude of doing that so far. Why would I ever think that is a viable career? And I was like, you're making some really good points, Mum. But I think I can do it. And she was like, what about being an accountant, And then I was like, well, just give me a year. Let me do it for a year. Like, I'll just, I lived like a student. I ran some gigs at my university to pay my rent. And that was I think that was the jump.
Wow.
And I now look back on that and I'm like, that was insane. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what a mad thing to do. And then obviously it worked out. But
It worked out so well.
yeah, but that was a real brave, I guess it was brave, yeah. Stupid, delusional.
It's great.
But I think you've got to be a bit delusional at the beginning to think you can do
100%.
it. Because otherwise, why would you do it?
Was why.
Yeah.
And I think the most successful people were really delusional. They were the most delusional people. And now look.
Yeah. When I meet like properly top comedians, I think one of the key themes of them is they have this delusional confidence.
Yeah.
That obviously is now justified. But they had
Exactly.
it at the beginning as
But
well.
at the time,
Yeah.
people would be like, that is not justified delusion. People
Yeah.
would look at them and be like, really?
Just like, and
What
if
are
they
you
have a bad gig, they're just like, well, that wasn't my fault. And they just keep going.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd be like, that was all I did that. That was all me. That was my fault.
That's amazing.
But I think that kind of like almost Teflon ability to not let the bad things get you down.
And good job you did it.
Yeah, I am grateful. I wouldn't be
bring
sat here
such
in Greenwich,
joy.
would I?
Yeah, you wouldn't be sat here right now.
I've been Canary Wharf working in a bank.
Yeah. Okay, halfway down on the Helter Skelter,
Yeah.
things feel a bit unpredictable. You don't know if you're gonna.
Am I on my own on this at this fairground? Have I come on my own to this fairground?
Well, you're with me, and
Okay.
I can come and ride with you on
Right.
one of the
Oh,
rides
yeah, I
if
forgot
you
about
want.
this.
But
Right, okay.
we can go back on a question if there
Yeah,
was another
fine.
one you wanted me to answer.
Yeah.
But halfway down, things feel a bit unpredictable. You don't know if you're going to fall off the mat. You could break your neck. Who knows?
Jesus, okay.
How do you usually handle moments when life doesn't go to plan?
I think I let myself be sad.
Yeah.
Like I don't minimise it. I just be like, that is rubbish. That
think
is
it's
bad.
important
That is
to do that.
annoying. And then I've got a lot better at zooming out and just putting things in context and being like, oh, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Like I think that's how I do it.
Yeah.
So like, I think when I was in my 20s, I spent so much energy, expended so much energy like comparing myself to other people and thinking it was like the be all and end all that I had to. It was just this race to get to the top of comedy or whatever it was. Like, and if anyone got anything, it's not that I wouldn't be happy for them. I would just be like, oh, why didn't I get that?
Yeah.
But now I just don't have that in the same way. Like I still want to do well, but I'm much quicker at going like, it's fine. Like someone else will work out.
Yeah.
And just zooming out and being like seeing the bigger picture.
But I think it's really good that you do allow yourself to be upset because some people are like, no, just keep going. But I think it's so important to embrace that it's sad, it's shit, it's annoying.
But like,
and then let it propel you forward again at some point.
Yeah,
Do you know what
and
I mean?
I think what helped genuinely is getting the sitcom helped me a lot because that was like my dream. And then when I got that, obviously I loved it and it was fun.
Yeah.
But it didn't like solve all my problems. Like it didn't really make me much happier like on average overall.
Yeah.
Like in the moments it was fun.
Of course.
So I think it made me just go like, okay, it is fun to aim for all these things and obviously, my career matters to me. But it's not going to solve, it's not the be all and end all.
No, yeah.
Like either if I fail or succeed in any one, it's just going to like slightly ruin that day.
Yeah.
And then you just continue. That's how I think think that's what
So
it taught me.
interesting.
Having said that, I do still want success. So
Of course, and it will come, and it will keep coming.
course.
You're so successful, though.
as you said, I'm a
Honestly, you are.
powerhouse. I think you said.
You are. You're a creative powerhouse.
I'm going to put that on
your CV.
on my CV, creative powerhouse.
Your
on my
bio.
on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I was saying that to James when obviously I was telling him who was coming on. I was like, for me, genuinely, you're one of my biggest inspirations. I'm serious.
You need to get better heroes.
No, I'm for real, because as a writer, as a screenwriter, I know how hard it is to like, because obviously when you write from such personal perspective as well, and then say it gets rejected, you have to really learn. Like sometimes you're like, wow, they're rejecting my life.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so personal.
Wow.
It's so personal.
You don't like that story? Well, that's my life, actually. It's a weird one, isn't it?
It's really hard.
Being a writer, I can't relate to being a comedian, but from the writing perspective, like...
Yeah, because you're just laying yourself out there.
It's vulnerable.
Like, I wrote an Edinburgh show once about my mum. It was about her being a single mum, bringing me up.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a silly show about... It was obviously heartfelt, but it was a silly show about basically her dating men while I was younger, and me trying to find a stepdad and her trying to find a boyfriend. It was like a silly show. But then one reviewer said that it was boring, basically. It was like, this is boring. And I was like, that is my mum's life.
Yeah. I mean,
That's not just like my show. You're actually insulting her life.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mum, could you have had a more interesting life, please? Because it is affecting my career now.
it's weird,
But it's so personal, isn't it?
It's so
and like
personal.
reviewers just think like, yeah, I can slag him off, he's a comedian. Or I can say, and obviously it is their right to do that, and it's totally fine. But I don't think they can ever quite realise how personal it is.
Yeah.
When it's like something you've poured your heart and soul into.
Mad, isn't it?
How about you? I'll put this back to you.
For
The middle question.
how do you
halfway
usually
down the slide.
handle moments when life doesn't go to plan? I've said this before on another show, but like I'm a screamer. I will literally scream. I will scream. Like I have such like rage in me.
Right.
Like, I will scream into a pillow.
Okay.
And I will cry about it.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm so used to now. Like I'm much better now than I used to be with rejection, because obviously I try and I have so many different passions, and I'm really used to people being like, "Oh, Gabby, you should just pick one."
Yeah.
You know, like jack of all trades, master of none. I don't believe in that saying. I think that you can be good at different things, and different things will kind of, you know.
Yeah, also you just don't know which one's going to take off.
Exactly, and I'm a firm believer as when one takes off, I think the others will then follow.
Yeah.
Because they all do link. It's not like I'm trying to do like completely random separate
yeah.
things.
It's not like you're doing carpentry and
Trying to be a, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think acting, writing, like they link together so much. Directing links together. Even this, like presenting, still links with my writing, my acting.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're worlds apart. But yeah, I cry a lot. I am such a crier. But at the same time, I think that's probably why I'm also so okay with it, because I really release I don't repress any emotion or anything like that. So I think, I cry, I scream, then I laugh about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's shit.
Yeah.
Especially if someone's like, yeah, do you know what, Gabby, we don't want to pick this up because it's just so sad. I'm like, yeah, that's my life. But cool.
Like, this is one of my happier scripts.
And then the final question. If your life right now was a helter-skelter ride, what would the sign at the top say?
Take your shoes off. I don't know what that means. Don't slip. What would it say? If my life, just smile. Smile all the way down.
Smile on the way down.
Yeah, because you don't know when the camera's going to be.
Exactly.
You know?
There you go.
I know house girls don't have
that.
cameras, but you know on a roller coaster where they've got the surprise camera.
Yeah.
I'm always conscious, like, where the fuck is this camera? Like,
Yeah.
I need to do a good face here.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
I
metaphor
love
for
it.
life.
There you go.
You don't know where the camera's going to be.
Yeah.
So just keep smiling.
I think that's the question of the episode that I want people to answer. If your life right now was a helter-skelter ride, what would the sign at the top say? I want to know. There you go. I feel like mine would be
I'm not
like...
sure I've been on a helter-skelter.
But you've never been on a helter-skelter?
I had quite a deprived childhood.
You have to go.
I went on that one at the Olympic Park. Is that a helter-skelter, technically? That's just a big slide.
I guess that's kind of like one.
It's a
big
massive
slide. I
slide.
haven't been on that yet.
Yeah, that's good.
I never went to stuff like that when I was a kid, and I think that's why now I'm obsessed with arcades. I'm obsessed with fun fairs. Like,
Yeah.
I am obsessed with fun fairs. My dream one day is to really, who would have known? My dream one day is to have my own fun fair.
Wow. As
Yeah.
well as the arcade in your flat.
Yeah, I would like to own my own fun fair, and
You could
people
do
can
that.
come and.
Yeah.
But all the rides have like a psyche behind it, and there could be a therapist waiting for you. You go on the
After the
ride.
House of Mirrors.
Yeah,
They're like-
and then you go.
The final mirror is just a woman staring back at you
Yeah,
with, with a notepad. Like,
Yeah, it's Silent Sue.
Silent
I'll
Sue.
be hiring Silent Sue. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
to
having
end
me.
the show, I'm going to give you a chance. I give a chance to every guest. You can either pie the host. No, you don't actually pie me. Give me a dare or a question. I can't do the dare now. I have to do it on social media. Or you
Sure.
can ask me any question you want. You can can a clown. So it's time to shout out a clown, someone who's not good for our society. Or you can give some candy floss, so you can shout out someone or something that deserves some love.
wow.
Wow. What one
I can
would you
do
like
any
to
of those things.
You can do any of those.
Okay, right. There's some thoughts. There's a lot of options. There's too many options.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just give you a question.
Oh, okay.
Who has been your favourite guest? You have to say. You have
You.
to say. No, you can't lie. No, I can't ask you that. It's too hard.
I like them all for different reasons.
Oh, no,
So
bullshit.
genuinely,
It's
I'm so
bullshit.
fussy with who comes on this show, you know. I've had quite a lot of applications. And I'm like,
Do you say no to some people?
yeah, I've had to say no to loads of people. I feel
Yeah.
really bad.
Wow.
There's still time. Series 2, 3, 4,
That's
5. 6.
brutal.
I know.
Okay, what question? Who's your dream guest?
My dream
If you
guest.
could have anyone on it
If I could have anyone on here.
in your fun fair.
On the fun fair of life. I have two, I'd say. I would like Earthling Ed to come on.
Who's that?
Ed Winters. He writes books. He's a massive animal rights influencer. He's
Okay.
vegan.
Okay.
Have you heard of Unity Diner or No Catch?
No.
They're like these big vegan
Okay.
restaurants.
Vegan
He's just
community.
great, but he does so much for the planet. He does so much for animal rights.
He wouldn't ride a camel.
He would not ride a camel. So I'd love him on. But also, I don't know why I have this obsession with him at the moment. I love, Would I Lie to You? I would like Rob Brydon to come on my show.
Sure. Yeah, that feels
I
doable.
don't know why. I just think
He
he's
seems nice.
funny, he's weird,
Yeah.
he doesn't take himself too seriously
No.
from what I can tell. I mean, anyone that doesn't take themselves too seriously, low-key does, but...
I think he's nice.
Yeah, I
I've heard
think
he's
he's so
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe Rob Brydon. But also, you were one of my dream guests, genuinely.
Oh, wow, thank you.
You really were. When I came up with this idea, I was like, I need to get Steve on here.
Makes me feel embarrassed how quickly I responded to the DM. I should have been so available.
But honestly, like,
I was like, yes, immediately. When? I'll be there.
you are genuinely one of my biggest inspirations.
Thank you. I appreciate
Because
that.
your
Gary.
writing is just
Oh, that's very kind.
top of the chain. And also, being a comedian is, again, wow. The guts that it takes.
Thank you. And the childhood trauma it takes. Yeah.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
probably why we get on. We've both got childhood trauma and we just...
That's a whole different app.
Yeah, that's a whole other show.
That's Patreon.
Yeah. Generational trauma with Gabriella Leonardi and Steve. We'll do that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. That was really fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks. That was so fun.
Cheers.
Gift of the gab, it's changing pitch. I can't listen to this.